Amber that was highly
That is
illegal.
not true.
Yes, it is.
That is not true.
Mike, did you hear it make a
Yes.
statement?
Yeah.
Okay, don't say anything. Don't say anything.
That isn't true.
Yes, you did say that. Mike?
Wow.
You did say that. Okay, so anyway, that day that I spoke to him for 5 hours, I explained to him, I said, you hurt people. You hurt Amber, you hurt Chris Fournier, you hurt Scott Dow. You were gonna shove his teeth down his throat. I said, what you need to do is go find those 3 people and to apologize, and you need to apologize to the residents that were at that selectmen's meeting when you said that. So, Mr. Marr, Steve Cole, Matt Cole, and Bill Thomas, were you there when he was gonna shove the teeth down? Okay, there. All I did was say you should go apologize to Scott Dow for saying that. You need to apologize for Chris Fournier for riding him until he quit, and the same thing that happened to Amber.
Not at all.
I have Amber's letters here that she wrote to the board. She wrote these to the board about you, that she couldn't take anymore. They're to Scott Dow and Tim Browning.
Well, why aren't
I'm not
they-
going to get into
Why
it.
aren't they in my personnel file?
I don't know, I wasn't here. There they are, if you like them, you
You know,
can
where
put them
we
in
got it,
there.
that's all. I mean, it's convenient.
Amber gave them to me. Scott Dow, Tim Browning.
Can we all just like finish? Like,
Well, if I had something to apologize for, I would be the
You
first
don't
one to
feel
do it.
you should have apologized to Scott Dow?
No, because Mr. Scott Dow works at a morgue, and he told me he was going to make me stop talking. That's what he said.
It was called point of order.
I was here at the February meeting, and I wasn't privy to a letter that was read, so I kind of couldn't understand what was going on. And as quite a few in here didn't, that attended, we couldn't understand what this letter was all about, because we weren't privy to it. When the meeting was done, I went up to the board, and I talked to them, each and every one of you. And Scott Dow told me, I know you guys are going to feel this is hearsay, but Scott Dow told me he had no issues with Tom Drew. They apologized to each other, they forgave each other, and he looked at me and he said, wouldn't that be what the Lord would want me to do? And I said, yes, it
We
is.
worked together for a month. I apologize to Scott Dow. And I asked Scott Dow if he wanted me to resign from this board, and I begged Scott Dow to stay on the board. And if my resignation would keep him on the board, I would have resigned, and he said no. I was not the problem. That's what Scott Dow told me. I have no idea if he was telling the truth, but that is the dialogue.
You just said you didn't say anything for him.
I didn't apologize to everybody. I didn't have a problem with everybody. What was said was between he and I. So I'm just saying it's pretty hard to move forward in this town if at any moment the police are going to come to your house.
I know the feeling.
I've never called the police on you.
No?
No.
For shredding documents for 4 hours?
I don't know why you were in that room for 4 hours.
I
with
was
the door
never
shut.
in that room for
Oh, that
4
is a
hours.
lie. That is a lie.
That is the honest to God's truth,
No,
and I
that
can
is-
prove
that is
it.
your honest to God's
Call
truth.
Mark Bushy from down at Felch. He was here when I was here.
He was here a different day.
No, he was there that day.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, he was not. There are witnesses to the day.
You're so silly, Tom.
Well, it's the truth. The truth is so unbelievable, nobody wants to hear it.
Everything that's moving forward. That's all I have.
Exactly.
We're digging up the past.
Let's move forward.
Just forget about it, let's move on.
Well, there we go. Other business. Oh wait, discussion of the town office highway department. What's that? Oh, that was me. Never mind. Move. Other business. Is there any?
Just go forward. Can I ask a question in regards to?
No, the part of that meeting is shut down. We're done with that. We're moving on, and that's no disrespect to
Is
you.
other business in regards to the highway department? Is that within reason?
Sure.
Go ahead.
I'd like to know who authorizes and okays the use of the town's equipment by personnel.
I don't know who authorizes.
Do we have anything in place? If not, can we get something in place?
What do you mean, outside business hours or inside business?
No, as far as the equipment being used, outside of business hours and for personal use.
There's a committee being formed, it's gonna work on that really hard.
Should be a policy
Yeah, so
about town equipment.
We've talked about a lot about liability. You mentioned earlier about the truck being used to haul gravel and the liability there and such. And obviously, if there's any other, whether it be an elected official or an employee that's utilizing equipment that is not on the town's time, that would become a liability concern, would it not?
Is there anything in particular that you're referencing that you just don't want to say? I mean, if I'm not following you, I apologize, but I'm not.
Well, I know the backhoe has gone by my house with not an employee in the seat, but an elected official was.
When?
Who would that be?
Well, it doesn't matter.
Well, no, it does, because it really does matter.
Okay, it was in the middle of winter,
Right.
and you were driving the backhoe.
That's not true. I've never driven the town's backhoe in my life. Never sat in the seat. I have invoices. If you're referring to Massey Construction being the hirees to pull out the potato truck, I have invoices from McCrum's that
I
show.
know that sticker on the door.
Well, I mean, then you need new glasses. That's all. It's not a big deal. We all have to change them. But I promise you, on whatever you love the most, I'll bet it. I've never been in the town's backhoe in my life. So if you're accusing me of something, please do it on the record. And if you're not, then I forgive you for being misguided.
I'm not accusing, I just know what I said.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you very much. Any more accusation, other business? What'd you say,
I
Kathy?
said, that's so funny.
Thank you. Yes,
Can I,
well, everybody is.
I'm Amy Esplin, 8 Thibodeau Road. Can we all agree here, right here and now, to stop? It doesn't matter if you hate me, you hate Emily, you hate Kathy, you hate Vicki, you hate Bridget. Can we agree that it is not doing this town one bit of good? Whatever Chris did, whatever Tom did, whatever Vicki did, whatever Ted did, doesn't matter anymore.
Let's move that on.
Can we all agree to stop the accusations, stop the Facebook hate, stop the social media hate? It isn't getting anywhere. It's only rounding people up. Can we agree on that?
We've been trying.
Can we agree that it needs to stop? And just get along. Tom is leaving in March.
March, can't wait.
Can we get to March? Is that so hard? Do we want to put this town in another pickle if he's not here? Where are we going to be then? Then we got to wait, get somebody else elected, and then we got to get somebody else elected. It's not going to get us anywhere. Get to March, let Tom be done, walk out on his own. Let's all just agree to stop.
Just be professional.
Yes, that's it.
Professional.
That's it.
I promise not to call the cops on anyone. Any other business, because that usually comes off the agenda as a people's list. So if there is none, I don't see any. Appoint a chairman. I'm going to move to table that until the election, which is a month away, or a little bit over.
No, I think we need a change.
All right, then we will go through that process.
Aren't you the elected chair?
I'm the vice chair. I was
No,
appointed.
there's no such
I was
thing as
appointed
a-
by
he was
Harold
never-
Tardy.
He was never appointed
Well,
vice
there are
chair.
witnesses that heard it.
No, he was
I never heard that.
appointed.
You never?
You need to stop.
No, he was never appointed vice chair.
Can we go a month?
We heard you, so
No, we're gonna appoint a board chair.
how do you appoint the chair? Just so I know.
Just so you know, hang on. Regardless of how or whether the various seats on the board are distinguished, it is necessary to have a board chair. Our charter or ordinance may designate how the board chair is selected. Otherwise, the municipal officers must choose amongst themselves who will be chair. Where the Board of Municipal Officers cannot choose their own chair, the town clerk chooses a chair by lot. By lot means by a random choice, or she may have a lottery, draw straws, or pick a name from a container. State law does not discuss the powers and the duties of the chair, so each board should either adopt rules which clarify the chair's role or ask the voters to adopt an ordinance covering this issue.
It'll be a coin toss or it won't be anything at all?
No, it will be an
That's
appointment. The very first thing says, by law means a random choice. The town clerk has, no, that's not what it says. It says that the town clerk chooses the chair by lot. So she may choose by random choice, or she may choose by lottery. The town clerk chooses this.
Yes, I understand that, but a coin toss is
She may
raised
decide.
random. Right.
No, a random choice, she may select randomly which one she wants.
Oh, no. That's gonna be.
That's
That's gonna be. Here we go, we're moving forward now.
We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that.
Well, I think that it's reasonable to table it.
Yeah.
I sure did. I sure did.
I move to adjourn the meeting, and I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna
You have
leave.
that right as the town clerk. So if you are not able to settle that between yourselves as to which will be chair, are we able to do that?
No, I've adjourned.
Oh,
No, you have
it's
not.
not adjourned.
I didn't second
You
it.
don't have
At
to.
this
Yes, I
time,
do.
I would like to appoint Ms. Kathy Wood.
We'll move it forward, folks. This is amazing. The healing, I can feel it.
Oh, I can too. It's obvious.
Amazing.
Didn't it say, I'm not,
Now, I'm done talking. Thank you all for coming. The meeting is adjourned. Can't wait till next month. I'm glad that's all on
What
tape.
about executive session?
No, not adjourned. That's it for tonight.
You got abatements.
I didn't see that on the agenda. Where was it?
You can't adjourn the game.
I just hope that everyone will actually acknowledge people when they're out in public instead of running the other way. Especially with that. And you want to know another reason when you're veteran? Because right down the road from my farm, he made a road this close to the street, which is a violation. My uncle won't even cut trees.
We can't even get three. Why would we need five?
I was gonna tell them about Chris Warner making the road right next to my farm. And it costs a lot of money.
What we just witnessed here was
I'm so happy you're back. Stupidity has won.
Do we have this all on tape?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
There was an abatement that didn't get done now.